Welcome to Riding Shotgun with Tupper. It is Tuesday, February the 12th. Hope you got your Valentine's cards, kids. Well, let's talk some Illini hoops. Wow. Everywhere I've gone, it's hard to move 20 feet without somebody saying something about Giorgi, right? That was quite a performance the other day. In their overtime victory over Rutgers. Illinois won 3 in a row. They've won 4 out of 5. We've talked about the progress we see them making. I think more and more people see that now. And Giorgi was just sensational the other day with 35 points. He was just so dominant after halftime and through the overtime period. It was just it was amazing to watch. You know, this guy who was lightly recruited comparatively, who we were all turned on by when we saw him, mostly because of his personality, you know, the dance moves and all that stuff, and he's loud and he's so happy to be here, and he's he's just a big lovable galoot. and lo and behold, he's pretty darn good. 35 points, Big Ten Player of the Week, Io, the Big Ten Freshman of the Week. It was just amazing, you know, and I look at Giorgi, and we have in our midst one of the best stories in college basketball this season. It's too bad that Illinois isn't like, hasn't won like 18 games right now, because everybody would be lining up nationally to do the story. Maybe it's good. You know, I had a couple of people yesterday stopped me and said, how long do you think Giorgi will be here before he turns pro? And I'm not pushing Giorgi to turn pro. I'm just saying that is unbelievable that where we were back in, late summer when we first met him, and then into practice before the season began, to people even posing the question is pretty remarkable. And I think he's just scratching the surface of what he can be. We're seeing him the other day as an ambidextrous post player who can put the ball on the floor, go around you, go left, go right, go over you. But what we haven't seen and what is within him is more shooting ability. As Kofi Cockburn arrives and shoulders some of that 5-position duty, I think I think Giorgi will show you a baseline jump shot. I think he will show you, I know he will, to be a better defensive player as he learns college basketball more and learns what he can do. Remember, he's gaining respect. How many games did we go in a row where it was like, oh, can he stay on the floor? He's in foul trouble. He can't play without fouling people. And now I can't remember the last time it happened. We're going to see him become a better passer. Here's what's going to happen. We went through a period where, okay, the start of the year, Trent Frazier's going to be at the top of the scouting report. Everybody's going to be talking about how to stop Trent Frazier. Then everybody's going to be talking about how to stop Io. Now, with the performance against Rutgers and others, people are going to be talking about, well, how do we stop Giorgi? And some teams are going to, at least on some occasions, double team Giorgi. And that will make it harder for Giorgi to score, but it will make it easier for others. And what I want to see is kind of what we see from Ethan Happ, where they throw the ball into Ethan Happ. Okay, a lot of teams double the post when Ethan gets the entry pass, and he is a great passer, and he fires the ball out. Wisconsin scatters its three-point shooters on the arc, and he finds the one who's uncovered, whips the ball to him, and they get a shot. I think that's an aspect of the game that's to come with Giorgi as Illinois can get its shooters into position and so forth. That's why I still think there's a game for Alan Griffin when he is that shooter, when he'll hit 3 threes or whatever, and have a game that we say is kind of a breakout game for him because he's that good of a shooter. He just hasn't happened for him yet. But that's going to be so much fun. And You know, I went back and watched the second half again, and there's all those Giorgi plays, but, you know, like in a lot of the Illinois games lately, there's other plays that remind you that it's not just a one-man show. And I loved the play where Io, late in the game, breaks hard to the right and whips that pass across court to Aaron Jordan, who's open, and just drills a three unguarded. I love that play. I thought that was just a great play. And I love the Adonis De La Rosa play where the lumbering big man steals the ball and goes in, albeit a little awkwardly, trying to score in the layup. He ends up being fouled and slapped in the face and hits a couple free throws there. You know, I just thought that was a cool play. I loved Aaron Jordan and Andres Feliz digging balls out of scrums and so forth and so on, and Alan Griffin just in position. He just is in position to rebound the basketball a lot, and I know that's an area that Brad really wants to work on, is tightening up their rebounding. But boy, the schedule now becomes a lot more difficult. Okay, they just won 3 in a row at home, but 3 of the next 4 are on the road, starting with Ohio State Thursday night. And then you've still got Wisconsin and Purdue as road games coming up. The final, I think, 4 games are a lot easier. It'd be great if you could steal one of these road games and hold serve at home and finish strong and get yourself up to a better seed in the conference tournament and then make some noise. I would think Illinois is a team right now that other schools don't want to play. They're dangerous right now, you know, and they're becoming more confident, and they're figuring out how to make plays late in close games. And so, you know, what's possible? I don't know. Let's see. I think it's possible to win at Ohio State. You know, I don't know that I'm going to pick them. I don't expect them to be favored, but Ohio State isn't as good as I thought they would be when the season began. And so, you know, let's see. I know one thing: people are watching. People are caring, people are learning, people are interested, and that wasn't the case not all that long ago, where a lot of people had kind of dialed them out and, you know, wake me when something happens. Well, guess what? It's happening, and it's a lot of fun to watch, and I'm excited about watching them. I don't see anything wrong in that. So I guess that's all for now. We're obviously still not driving around the trail. It's an absolute mess out there between the rain, the mud, the ice, the snow. Today it's snowing. I'm out by the edge of Lake Decatur, up by the Raised Bridge area, and it's just nasty, man. So listen, have a great weekend. Thanks so much. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. So long.